It's Wednesday. Hey guys, no theme park stuff today. I did want to take a minute to just talk to you about one thing that has been on my mind a lot lately, and that is that YouTube is broken. There has been a ton of videos lately from much bigger YouTube personalities. If you follow other folks, kind of like big league YouTubers, I still think very small potatoes here, not even like registering a blip on the scale, but much bigger YouTubers talking about the same thing that I'm about to just tell you guys in case you're not aware. Our channel, just like every other channel, when we push out a video every day, you either get notified if you subscribe and you click notifications, you get an email that tells you, hey, View from the Cheap Seats has a new video, go ahead and check it out. We rely on that for folks to come over to check out the video on a daily basis. The reality is, a lot of our views don't come from subscribers. A lot of our views come from people that stumble across the video. It seems like the algorithms may have changed recently, at least trying to push out suggested or related content. Our videos don't necessarily hit that page anymore, nor do a lot of other folks for suggested. What I do see out there from us as far as related or suggested are actually historical videos that we may have posted a year ago, 2 years ago, months ago, or etc. And that's fine for older content, but a lot of our newer stuff is kind of getting lost in the shuffle. In addition to having that information lost in the shuffle, the view counts are really off lately. YouTube's algorithm is showing things, where I know that there are several hundred views initially, but it will only register a couple hundred, etc. And then it seems like either views drop off completely out of their mix, or they eventually catch up over the next week or so. So typically what I've been seeing happen is we have videos that will register or show like 400 views for days, and then on like the 5th day or 6th day, all of a sudden it just jumps up to like 1,500, 2,000 views, which is good if it catches up eventually, but in some cases it's not catching up eventually. On the other hand, we've been told from several of our subscribers that, hey, they went to look and all of a sudden they weren't subscribed to us. It appears like there's some type of bug out there that's happening with subscriptions where folks are just dropping off. So if you haven't seen a video of ours in a while and this is the first one that popped up, please, if you've been subscribed before, click that subscribe button to make sure that you are subscribed to us. If you do not subscribe to us, chances are you may be missing on some of our content. And also click the notification if you'd like. The other piece is, I think definitely the more likes that a video gets now, or the more comments, the more likely you are to have those videos potentially show up in your feed or come up as recommended. The way that the algorithm is working now is that we have some older videos that if we don't post something for a day or two, those videos end up in the suggested pile, and they end up accumulating a lot more views, and they get a lot of views towards them. But then when we do post something new, those videos end up getting kind of buried a little bit, as well as the new video, and then it's either not getting the full amount of views, or everything kind of takes a left turn where it shouldn't. But I'm being rewarded, or we're being rewarded for older videos that have done well if we don't post something every day. And I don't want to get into that habit. I think lately, if you've seen any type of gaps with us, at some points it's been honestly exhaustion. The other part is kind of just seeing, like, experimenting. How often would you post something and then potentially get more views? We have this one video, and I know if, folks that watch the channel for a long time have watched this video related to Halloween Horror Nights from a couple of years ago, or last year, Halloween Horror Nights 25. That video is like 7.5 million views at this point. It's absolutely ridiculous. But that video finds its way back into the algorithm all the time to get promoted if we don't post something, which is actually beneficial to us. If we go away and don't post something, that video gets more views, and in YouTube land, it earns you more revenue because people are watching it. And the more views that it has, the higher return rate I think that it's getting for the particular ads that are placed on that video. It's maddening to see all of this stuff happen. So end result, what I'm kind of asking you guys is just double check if you are a long-time subscriber to the channel and watching this. Click the subscribe button if you're not subscribed, or if you found yourself unsubscribed. If you do like the content, I'd never beg for likes out there. At the end of every video, I do appreciate everybody, and thank you for your likes, and thank you for your comments. We still do read all of your comments. If there were more hours in the day, I'd respond to all of the comments that we have. Unfortunately, between day job, night job, day job, YouTube job, shooting and then editing and trying to do family stuff, it makes it a little hard sometimes to respond to all of the comments. If folks are trying to track us down and need a specific answer to something, the best way tends to be through Twitter, or just call it out and say, I really need this answered. But in any event, we do appreciate everybody that's out there. I don't want to bitch and whine about subscribers and YouTube being broken and kind of joining the pile, but I do want to alert everybody out there that there is a problem. On a positive note, I got a package today, not in the Cheap Seats mailbox, but through regular mail. We didn't make it out to Spooky Empire this year, at least the fall version of Spooky Empire, but we originally were going to go when it was based earlier in the fall, and then we had the hurricane that punted the event to about a week and a half ago, which we already had plans for. But there was something at that event that I thought was super cool. There was a vendor that was selling it. We've seen some of the stuff that the vendor has done before. But then when I kind of made mention on Twitter that I was really looking forward to one of the items, I was pointing in the direction that they had an Etsy store. So I picked something up for the Cheap Seats household. Oh my goodness, it's wrecked pretty thoroughly here. I'm so psyched to get this thing and to be able to put this into our display. Without much further ado, this is it. Dun, dun, dun. It's an angry gingerbread man from Krampus. I love this thing. When I saw this, this was one of those things that it just had to be bought. This had to go into our Halloween Horror Nights display. For those that followed along with us, Halloween Horror Nights this year, Krampus the movie I was not the biggest fan of in the world, but I loved that house. That was my favorite house this year. And this little guy was featured in that house over and over again. The kitchen scene, they were everywhere. This was my favorite part of the movie as well. So he will be joining our Horror Nights little display that we have in the bedroom. So at some point when we film stuff in there with the backdrop, this guy will be in there. Awesome. This is probably the best news, or the best thing that I've seen in days at this point. So I just want to cuddle him and hold him and love him. He is awesome. And on a last note, just to let you guys know where the head is at, not only with the YouTube stuff, and obviously I'm happy about the gingerbread man. You guys may know that I belong to a Florida Star Wars group, which, by the way, this version of the shirt is going to be discontinued shortly. We have a different shirt that'll be up in the store, and when it goes up, I'll let folks know. There's a Florida group for Star Wars that I've belonged to for years, and it started with a very small nucleus of friends that we've had, and that group grew and grew. It started in Orlando, called the Orlando System, kind of like Lando. Is that a system? No, it's a person. If you're familiar with Star Wars, but we went from the Orlando System to a much bigger group from the Star Wars Grand Florida Alliance. But there are salt of the earth people that I've met through Star Wars and through that group. One of which over the last couple of days passed away, and I know going back to the beginning of the year, I posted a video where one of my other friends passed away, and then I had another friend pass away, and then another friend pass away, and my best friend's mother passed away. 2016 has really, and not to be cliche about all of the celebrities that have left, this has been a really awful year for folks that we know and care for. So I'm not looking for any type of sympathy, because trust me, there are other folks that I'm conveying my sympathies to and condolences for this particular loss. But just really makes you take a step back again and realize that every day is precious, every relationship is precious. The people that come into your lives, and I know that when we've met other folks out at the parks and concerts and events, some folks have told us, you know, what we've meant to them. You guys mean a tremendous amount to us. Cheap Seats Nation is family. You know, our friendships that we have with other folks, it's heartbreaking and numbing, and makes you take stock in the people that you've built around you, and you know, I don't know other words to say other than just truly saddened, and looking forward to a much brighter 2017. So looking forward to kind of let's leapfrog the next couple of weeks and get a fresh start on things. So hopefully not entirely depressing to you guys, but again, very much appreciate everybody, and thank you guys for being there for us. On that note, we're gonna sign off for now. So thank you for all of your likes, thank you for your comments, thank you for your subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great night. We'll see you guys.